I want to bring in Independent Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. Sir, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to start where I left off with the Congresswoman. What is your response to the fact that the president has ordered 2,000 National Guard troops to California?
Look, Dana, we have a president who is moving this country rapidly into authoritarianism. He is suing media who criticizes him. He is going after law firms who have clients who were against him. He's going after universities that teach courses that he doesn't like. He's threatening to impeach judges who rule against him, and he's usurping the powers of the United States Congress. This guy wants all of the power. He does not believe in the Constitution. He does not believe in the rule of law. My understanding is that the governor of California, the mayor of the city of Los Angeles, did not request the National Guard, but he thinks he has a right to do anything he wants. And I would say that to a large degree, the future of this country rests with a small number of Republicans in the House and Senate who know better, who do know what the Constitution is about. And it's high time they stood up for our Constitution and the rule of law. You know, we just celebrated a few days ago, June 6th, the American landing at Normandy, which began the invasion of Europe to defeat fascism and Nazism. Those guys died. They gave up their lives to defend democracy, not to have an all-powerful ruler in the United States of America.
Senator, you mentioned on a very different topic whether Republicans would stand up to the president. There definitely is some clashing politically, internally, among Republicans on the president's legislative agenda, specifically the giant spending and tax bill before the United States Senate. In order to try to fix some of those internal GOP differences, Senate Republicans are eyeing changes to Medicare. We know there are also $700 billion worth of cuts in the existing bill to Medicaid. Is there anything that you and Democrats can do to stop it, since you just don't have the votes?
Well, let's be clear, Dana. What these guys want to do is, according to the CBO, throw 15 million Americans off the health care they now have, on top of the 85 million Americans who are currently uninsured or underinsured, and on top of the fact that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people. As you may have seen, there was a report, a study done by Yale University and the University of Pennsylvania. They said 50,000 people a year are going to die because of their lack of health care. This impacts not only individuals, it impacts nursing homes, hospitals, it'll impact community health centers. And you know why they are doing this? They are doing this so they can give $600 billion in tax breaks to the top 1%, $400 billion in tax breaks to large profitable corporations. This bill is an outrage, and the American people have got to stand up and fight back. You're asking what we are doing. We are mobilizing people throughout this country, especially in marginal districts that have Republican members of Congress, and demand that people ask their members of Congress, do you support tax breaks for billionaires and throwing kids and elderly people off of the health care that they have?
So you were talking mostly about Medicaid, which is already in this bill, those cuts that you were describing. One of the issues is Medicare, whether or not there will be changes in order for the Republicans to get votes amongst themselves. Medicare is one of the biggest drivers of federal spending. Are you concerned about America's runaway national debt, and would changes to entitlements like Medicare be necessary to try to rein that in?
Dana, let's talk about health care for a moment. As I hope most people know, not only are we the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people, we are spending over twice as much per capita on health care as the people of any other country. The function of the American healthcare system is to make huge profits for the insurance companies and the drug companies. And if the Republicans are serious about cutting healthcare costs, you don't throw people off of Medicaid or Medicare. You have the guts to take on the insurance companies who are ripping off the American people every single day. We're spending $14,500 per person on health care. Outrageous, unsustainable. By far the highest prices in the world. But the Republicans would rather throw people off of Medicare, children off of Medicaid, rather than take on the insurance companies or the power of the drug companies.
Senator, I want to ask you about a situation, a drama that really sort of engulfed everyone and everything here in Washington, which is the breakup between Donald Trump and Elon Musk this week. Some Democrats are trying to recruit Musk to their side, to your side. Semaphore reported that Congressman Ro Khanna spoke with one of Elon Musk's senior confidants about whether Musk might want to help Democrats in the midterms. Do you see Elon Musk as someone who Democrats should work with?
No, I think Musk has evolved over the years. My understanding is he actually voted for Obama, I think, in 2008. But over the years, he has developed into a right-wing extremist. The issue, and I think the drama, the story of what happened last week is you are living increasingly in an oligarchic society. And Musk said to Trump, hey, listen, I spent $270 million to get you elected. I bought you the presidency because we have a corrupt campaign finance system and billionaires can do that. And Trump said, well, I gave you the right to run the government for 3 or 4 months, but I don't like the guy you want to run NASA, and we're going to get rid of him. And Musk got upset. This is a fight between oligarchs. It's a fight about power among the few, and it's really an embarrassment to those of us who believe in democracy and the rule of law.
Well, I was going to ask you if Musk is right when he said the only reason Donald Trump won in November is because he donated $270 million to his campaign. But I know the answer. Your answer is yes.
Well, you got a corrupt campaign finance system. But by the way, it's not just Republicans. Democratic billionaires do that as well. And that's why we need to get rid of this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision, move to public funding of elections so that billionaires do not buy our democracy.
Senator Bernie Sanders, always good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on this morning, sir.
Thank you very much.